What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this bonus episode of the Culture Shock Podcast. We just got done watching the new trailer for episode number 9 for Star Wars, and we are both lit. I'm holding my son right now. This is going to be a very just go with it episode. It's going to be very short, but we're just going to break down what we just saw. Cody, what are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. So first thing that jumps out, of course, is Emperor Palpatine.
First thing that jumps out, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, well, there's
the
that. But the laugh tops everything in that
I could
entire
listen to that
trailer.
laugh just constantly.
Well, it's terrifying.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah. So obviously that jumps out. The trailer was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, please look it up. I think it was 27 minutes ago, and it's got almost 600,000 views on Facebook. And oh my word!
And I was telling you earlier, I think the trailers look a little bit more cinematic than the actual movies. They know how to put together a trailer.
Yeah, they do.
It's so well done. I know my son's over here making noise because he's super excited about it. This is going to be his first Star Wars movie that comes out. But let's just break it down really quick. Let's just go through the scenes. What stood out to you besides the laugh? What just really hits home?
Okay, well, first off, you can tell this is JJ back at the helm because
Yes.
you have Rey front and center, Luke Skywalker talking. Hey, Judah. Luke Skywalker talking to Rey, and then you have just this crazy weird scene where apparently maybe it is Kylo Ren coming down in
That's his TIE silencer.
Yeah, that's his TIE silencer, and then Rey jumps over it. Some weird, awesome action scene. So that was like hype enough right there. They could have ended the trailer right there for me. I would have been good.
But then they didn't.
They didn't. They kept
They
going.
kept it going, showing all kinds of different shots from different planets that we're still speculating about. The desert planet, not sure if it's Jakku, if it's Tatooine, if it's something else. They shot it on Jordan, which they were talking about in the panel before. If you didn't get to watch the full panel, JJ went in depth about them going over to Jordan, shooting through that. Oscar was talking about some of the sandstorms they went through. But what else? We got a little bit of a list of stuff to go through. We're trying to hit this really quick just to get a quick episode out, just breaking this thing down.
I mean, as far as the trailer goes, like you said, there's a bunch of different settings, different places. They didn't give any details to the story that we didn't already know. I know, Judah.
I know, he's excited.
But Lando Calrissian in there, right?
Yeah,
we knew that was happening.
Billy
Dean
Williams is reprising his role as Lando Calrissian, which is huge, going to be awesome. He always looks out of it whenever he's in interviews, which is super funny. But it was cool to see him at the captain's chair of the Millennium Falcon, right next to Chewie. Just seeing Lando back in his glory was absolutely amazing to see. But I think just the big thing, we were talking about Emperor Palpatine. JJ was kind of talking about the big evil, and Stephen Colbert was like, what's the evil? And I said in the last episode that we just dropped today on episode 3 of the Culture Shock Podcast, I think Snoke's coming back. I don't anymore.
No.
I think it's all about Palpatine.
Which JJ is doing kind of what we talked about, where he's retconning what happened in episode 8, and he's just like, you know what? Oh, you thought Snoke was a bad guy? Watch this, Palpatine.
Boom.
Bet I can top it.
And that's when, whenever the cackle happened, Luke was doing some voiceover and just said, we're not. What did he say? I can't
remember right now.
It's basically like you're never dead.
He was like, "This is your fight, but the story kind of goes, or I don't know, what was it? The people never die.
People never die, or something like that.
Yeah.
The past always comes back, or something." And then Palpatine laughs. So I think there's going to be a reprisal of Palpatine.
Yeah.
I think Luke's coming back. And I think Hayden Christensen's going to show up in this movie.
I don't know about Hayden Christensen.
I think there's going to be something to do
cool.
with Anakin or Darth Vader at least.
That would be cool, but I do not know if that's happening.
It's going to be super interesting. But the Rise of Skywalker, what does that mean?
I don't know, because it sounds like they kept on saying in the panel that it was the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
End of the Skywalker saga. And it's like spanning over 9 movies. Okay, 40 years worth of story. But then he says the Rise of Skywalker. There's obviously some reasoning in that. Everybody knows it's the end of the Skywalker saga. But the rise of it, I don't know. It can mean so many things. I hope that somehow the Skywalker part of it keeps going on past this. They're obviously going to continue the movies and continue making Star Wars shows and movies. So, I don't know. They're going to leave it pretty open.
The only Skywalker that still truly exists is Ben Solo.
No, it's Rey. She's a Skywalker. Calling it right now.
Okay, JJ's going to completely rip on it and bring her back into being a Skywalker. But he is the only Skywalker who truly exists. And you don't really refer to him as a Skywalker. He's Ben Solo. He's Kylo Ren. So what the heck are they going to do? I was not ready for that name. The Rise of Skywalker.
No, I saw some really good ones online. A New Order, the Rise of the Jedi, New Republic, but no one thought that, which is really good. I'm just so glad that JJ's back. I love a lot of what JJ does. And yeah, I'm just excited to see.
And what was interesting was on the title, The Force Awakens was yellow. The Last Jedi was red. The Rise of Skywalker is blue.
What does that mean?
I don't know. The thing about it, like The Last Jedi was very dark in nature, had that red. Force Awakens was kind of this renewal to it with this yellow kind of like brightness, and then blue is kind of this like, I don't know, like a color of hope, of just like happiness, of joy. I don't know.
This movie's going to be beautiful, as all the new Star Wars films are. This one's just going to top everything. Last Jedi was gorgeous.
Everything
so
about that panel, man. Just seeing Anthony Daniels come out, seeing the new droid alongside BB-8, seeing Billy D, as we said, seeing the whole cast come out, and then seeing what the people did for Kelly Marie Tran, just seeing them giving her that standing ovation. Nobody loved Rose, but that's not her fault. That was the right.
She could definitely be a great character, I think, in this.
I agree, and I think she's going to have some
fantastic.
redemption. And just seeing the Star Wars fans come together and give her some love, that was a really cool thing to see.
Two more things that stood out to me is that they mentioned and kind of emphasized that everyone will be together. All the main characters are going to be together for the majority of this movie, and that this takes place a little while after Episode 8.
They never said the exact time.
They didn't say a timeline, but
they just said a little while after.
Yeah.
So, Episode 8 comes in literally on Oct 2 with Rey coming and talking to Luke immediately after. This is going to take some time. Not sure how long. Not sure what's going to happen. There's so much up in the air still. But, dude, I'm hyped now. I'm
so hyped. We've already watched the trailer 3 or 4 times.
The first time we watched it was super low quality. It was like 144p. And then we went back and watched it again and just had our minds blown.
Judah has not stopped talking about it since we watched it that third time.
He is so excited.
He's so excited.
He is going to love him.
Does he have any Star Wars clothes yet?
He actually has a smocked one that have like Chewie, 3PO, Yoda, and Vader on it.
Well, his birthday's today, so I may just go out and get him a Star Wars shirt.
I think we definitely should.
I think I'm going to go get him one.
And then the last thing that you wanted to talk through. You said you have 2 more topics you want to hit.
Oh, no, those were the 2. That everyone's going to be together and that this happens a while after Episode 8. I'm excited for that because that gives JJ a chance to kind of hit reset, to like let things settle down a little bit. Doesn't have to do what happened in Episode 8 where it was right after Episode 7. I'm just excited.
I'm too. I mean, we're just hyped. And
we
were saying earlier, like, does this make, like, are you excited for Avengers still? Of course. But this just gets me on the Star Wars hype train. I love Avengers.
Star Wars is always like the first
Star
love,
Wars
though.
is,
it is
my
It is
favorite.
the first love.
It's what I love. And I cannot wait till December.
Even watching that trailer, I'm transported back to being an 11, 10-year-old kid, like watching A New Hope for the first time and being way too excited.
I know. I don't know what else I can say. I'm kind of speechless. We just wanted to turn on a mic and talk for 8 to 9 minutes about what we thought. And Judah wanted to add to it too. So hopefully you enjoyed his input into it. I know this was a really short one. We could talk about this a lot more in depth next week. We probably will on the next episode. But that's all we have for you this week on this bonus episode. We'll see you in a few days. Take it easy.
Bye.